clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the reigning AFC champs and the Cardinals, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Arizona Cardinals. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. 14's the mic. 14's the mic. Here's Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So here are the Raiders now with great starting field position. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Murray again. He finds Hopkins complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Draw play, Etienne. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Murray. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 14 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Murray now to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. A give, it's ETN off the option. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw is Murray. This is the tight end Fant. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Off the option, here's ETN. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they'll run with ETN. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. A handoff for ETN. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he returns this to the 22. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
These two teams all tied after 1. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Fields throwing again. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Justin Fields. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Green to bring it back. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. On play action, Fields. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine, ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Green to bring it back. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The football going back over to Arizona now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Off play action, Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Green to bring it back. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. To try again after the sack. Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Throwing now is Murray. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Good job.
Henry Ruggs on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Green to bring it back. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Throwing on first down is Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 38, Murray. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. First down, Murray. Going right back to Fant. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Throwing again, Murray. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. Now a signal and a timeout call. As it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
A 45-yard attempt.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Raider offense set to get this drive started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. A final shot before the break. Fields. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good, and I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked.
Play action. It's Fields. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Open man completes it to Claypool. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Green to bring it back. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the center. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line.
While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Murray from midfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray going to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. Touchdown, Cardinals! Rondale Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Extra point good by Prater. And that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't...
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. That's good for 28 yards.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. They'll roll him out right.
Completion here to Claypool.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Green to bring it back.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From the 30 on second down, Murray. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Touchdown, Cardinals. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Prater for the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know, I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's beaten a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but
we're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
3rd and 2, Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Flush to his right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Steps away to his left, and he'll just get rid of it. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Trucks over him. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Runs over him. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll run with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No. It appears they're going to mark him short of the first. On fourth down, Fields sliding out of the... And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Carlson now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray now to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Murray now. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On play action, Fields. Right back to Claypool, this time complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Off play action, Fields. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. This is the tight end fan. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. To throw is Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Murray, one final try. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.